The Mercedes-Benz G-Class, sometimes called the G-Wagen, is a four-wheel drive automobile manufactured by Magna-Steyr in Austria and sold by Mercedes-Benz. The G-Class was originally developed as a military off-road SUV, later more luxurious models were added to the line. Despite the introduction of an intended replacement, the G-Class is still in production, and is one of the longest produced vehicles in the world with a span of 43 years. In 2018, Mercedes-Benz launched a technically new second generation, still with only minor design changes. The G-Wagen is characterized by its boxy styling and body-on-frame construction. It uses 3 fully locking differentials and is one of the few passenger car vehicles to have such a feature. Developed as a military vehicle, the production of the G-Class started in 1972 and the first major refinements were introduced in 1981, including an automatic transmission, air conditioning, an auxiliary fuel tank, and protective headlamp grills. In 1989, for the 10th anniversary of the G model, a new model variant with permanent four-wheel drive, a wooden trimmed interior, and optional anti-lock braking system was introduced at the Frankfurt International Motor Show. In 2006, a documentary filmmaker was the first foreigner to reach Siberia, the world's coldest region, with a passenger vehicle in harsh winter conditions driving a stock G500 nearly 19,000 kilometers without a single breakdown. The first G-Class was made by hand solely by Magna-Steyr in Austria. They continue to build this super SUV the same way till date. In the case of the G63 AMG, even the twin-turbo 4.0-liter V8 is assembled by hand. The civilian version of the G-Class was first offered in 1979, and till date, it proves to be an effective vehicle, which is the reason why more than 30 armies around the world use the G-Class as their official vehicle. Designed to survive in harsh conditions, the latest G-Class can wade through water that can go up to 27.6 inches high. This car's engineers have added a G mode into the Drive Select system, which primes the vehicle for maximum off-road capability. When it comes to off-road capability and luxury pedigree, the 2022 Mercedes-Benz G-Class deserves a category of its own. Also known as the Geländewagen, it's essentially a Ford Bronco, or a Jeep Wrangler for the rich and famous. However, just because this retro-styled richly appointed SUV has a six-figure price tag and upscale features such as massaging front seats, doesn't mean it can't tackle seriously treacherous terrain. Despite the bodywork that might be mistaken for its predecessor, which debuted back in 1979, the 2022 G-Wagen has a much more refined ride and a plethora of modern technology. Over the years, Mercedes-Benz didn't make any significant changes to the G-Class. The G550 is still equipped with a 416 horsepower twin-turbo V8 that pairs with a 9-speed automatic transmission and standard all-wheel drive. The Mercedes-Benz G-Class is the king of the luxury SUV segment. It's a vehicle that's the top selection for anyone who drives in style. It's also meant for people who love to indulge themselves in tech features and luxury. The G-Class isn't everyone's typical SUV. Over the last couple of decades, it's evolved into the awesome SUV it is today, and has become everyone's top choice. But even in spite of its evolution, the G-Wagen always maintains its heritage. What do you think? Said to be one of the most expensive SUV in the market, the starting price of the 2022 G-Class is $132,000 for the base trim, and up to $150,000 for the G63 AMG. Under the hood, both trims still pack a twin-turbocharged 4.0-liter V8, with the base trim's engine making 416 horsepower and the G63 AMG producing up to 577 horsepower. Lately, Mercedes-Benz documented the changes made to the G-Class which, among other things, highlighted a rise in the retail price of the G-Wagen. From March 22, the company states that the price will rise up to 6.2%. The legendary Mercedes-Benz G-Class belongs in its own league. It ranks near the top of the luxury large SUV segment, mainly for its fusion of luxury, tech, comfort, and authority. Every G-Class commands a six-figure price, and the number can get a lot higher with the wide array of expensive options. These include the exclusive interior package and snazzier trim pieces. The seat comfort package includes massaging front seats with ventilated cushions, and the available adaptive dampers allow adjustable ride quality. Powered by a twin-turbo V8 that makes 416 horsepower and 450 pound-feet of torque, this G-Class is as quick on the street. Mercedes also equips each G-Class with 3 locking differentials and a low-range gear, which means it can tackle just about any terrain. That brings us to the end of today's video. Don't forget to subscribe, and click on the bell icon, for more interesting videos.